Hello, I'm Sophie D'Souza and welcome to my channel Sophie's Stained Glass. More videos about stained glass than you can shake a stick at. So I hope you find something of interest. If you're joining me for the first time today, you're very welcome. I thought I'd say a few words about some services I'm offering now just because I've had so many requests. If you want to have a little chat about your project, I'd love to hear about it. Or if you need a bit of help with your design, or maybe you want me just to cast my eye over your design and highlight any issues there might be, or any thoughts I might have, or if you'd like some help with colour, or anything in general, because I know you're all out there making your own stained glass. Maybe you're on your own, and you know, just somebody with a bit more experience to look at your work might be helpful. So if you go up to the top of my home page, you'll see there's a little thing called Ko-fi or Ko-fi, K-O-F-I. And if you click on that, it'll get you to my Ko-fi page where you can see the different things that might be helpful to you. So this next video sort of is a demonstration of how I might be able to help you, because it came from one of my subscribers in America called Bruce. Hi Bruce. And he made a start on a panel which was a heron, and he's done all that in copper foil and he's done a beautiful job, but he's using a downloaded design or somebody else's design, and he wanted to change around the background. So he's asked me to redesign and colour the background for him. So in this video you'll see me using a sketching program called Sketchbook to do that. It's quite an intuitive and easy program if you're new to designing on a computer. And then what I do when I finish the line work is I upload it into Rapid Resizer, which you will find videos about if you have a look. And that is a way of colouring your designs using real images of stained glass. So what you end up with is something that actually does look like a stained glass panel. And that's very pleasing, but it also is very helpful if you are doing work for a client, because it gives them a much better idea of the finished product. I would say a word of caution though, you can't always get the glass you select from Rapid Resizer, so be a bit flexible when you come to make your panel. So yes, back to the video. Hope you enjoy it, and if you've got any comments, I always love to hear, or any questions, let me know. Don't forget you can slow the video down if it's all going too quick for you, using the settings button at the bottom. So yeah, hope you find it useful. This is what Sketchbook looks like when you open it. Go to File. Now, if you wanted to do a drawing, you would go to New, but I'm going to import something, so I'm going to Open, and then I'm going to go to my Downloads, find the drawing, click on it, and open. There it is. Lovely. Right, next thing to do, start a new layer. This is how we do that. And I'm going to lock this layer, which means I can't accidentally draw on it because I don't want to disturb the original. Now I'm going to go to a felt tip pen, and I'm going to just test. Let's see what colour we are. I'm going to test how thick it looks. That's a bit too thick. So I'll undo that. I'm going to transfer to working from my tablet as opposed to my trackpad, because it has various features like brush size, and I've got a little toggle, so I can bring it up or down at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to try it at 15 and see what that looks like. So yeah, it's not coming out very dark. Maybe I'll try a different brush. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, that's a better brush, but I need to adjust its size. So let's try 9. Yeah, that's not too bad, maybe a bit bigger. Okay, I'll undo those 2 lines, and I think what I'll do is I will just make this paler, and that's how you adjust the opacity. Now the great thing about drawing with the tablet is that you can just draw freehand. Now that is a bit wobbly, and it's also on the wrong layer. Let me make sure I'm back in the right layer. This is set at 0 at the moment, which means it's absolutely freehand. If I raise it to, let's say, 70, you'll see I get a much smoother line. Much more pleasing, I think you will agree. Oh, I'll just undo. Anything you don't like, just undo. Now I'm not sure how much detail is going to look right. No, that went a bit funny. Yeah, I'm still not getting it very smooth. There's a bit of a time lag. Don't really know why that's happening. There might be too many things running in the background in my computer. Let me just undo all this. So you understand the principle now of what's happening. I quite like this at the bottom. I'm going to go to straight lines now, which are here, and I'm going to make this oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to make it smaller, because I think this is a little bit too bulky. So we'll just do it like this. Now, I'm overshooting because you get a much nicer line if you just go with the flow. Now, I know, oh, I'm still in straight lines, so undo, go back to curvy lines. I know that Bruce is very good at cutting out straight lines, so, or funny angles. But I can't help myself. When I design for glass, I design so you don't have to cut in a weird way, even though his cutting is spectacular. Now, I've drawn this across the front here because I can rub it out afterwards. I like to add detail, and actually if you look at the windows that Burne-Jones designed, he has a lot of horizontals. He often divides up his background with horizontals, adds interest. So this is going to be sand at the front, moving on to water here and sky here. Now I'm not getting the control I need, so I'm going to lower this. Oh, I'm still getting a weird lag. Now I'm going to move it down a bit. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Back to curvy line. very lag still. I think this is because I'm busy running things in the background to do with my videos. Yeah, not liking this lag. It's making it very difficult. What I might do is a couple of different design options. No, you see the detail is right where that bird is. Right, I'm going to go back to the magnifying glass and make it a tiny bit smaller. And I'm going to draw an oval. I'm going to draw the oval on another layer though, just because it might go horribly wrong. So we go to this and we take that. So I'll judge it like that. You never get them where you want them. There's a sort of law that wherever you guess they'll end up, it won't be the right place. So that clearly needs to be a bit bigger. I'm going to go to this and bring it down to the right length. And it's about the right tick, about the right width. I might just move it over slightly. There. It's not quite the way it was sent to me, but that's probably because it's a photograph and everything goes a little bit stretched, doesn't it? Now I will explain why I put this oval on this different layer. And it is because I can lock this layer with the oval on it, go back to the first layer I drew on, go to my hard rubber and rub it out without rubbing out any of the oval. I think I overshot there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it bigger so that I'm sure I'm getting it right. If I don't, when I export it into the next program for colouring it in, if any of the areas aren't enclosed shapes, I'll get a spillover of colour. And this eraser, you can size this as well, so if you want to make it smaller you can. I'm going to move it up, go back to my rubber. Oh look, I've got one of my lines, it's too short, so naughty. So let's just add that and clean it up. Okay. Now, I'm going to add another layer. And what I'm going to attempt to do is outline the heron. The heron is already made, so it's not something that Bruce has to focus on really. But just so that he sees how the heron relates to the background, I shall just draw it in. thing to remember about this is it's actually quite big. I think it's 22 inches high. So these areas aren't actually that small. I'm going to concentrate on the sky now, so bring it over nice and big. So I hope you can see that one of the great advantages of working with a computer is that you can endlessly redo bits. I'm not really happy with how this is going. I'm going to stop and I'm going to consult some of my source books and look for different ways of treating the sky. So I had a look at my source books and I've been adding a few more lines. I think it's got about the right amount of interest now in the background. I want to do a bit more down here. Let me just get rid of that. I want to do a bit more around here just to balance with up here. So that's what I'll work on now. Although actually it's good if I can see the whole thing while I'm working, for obvious reasons. And when I use my trackpad, these tablets are sensitive to pressure. When I use my finger, it reads as more pressure. Actually, I don't like that. I'm not going to do that. So in order to just add a bit more detail, maybe I will just do... Sometimes it's best just left. And I think that's going to be the case here. That's better actually. So I think we've got it now. So I think I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to go File, Save As, Heron, Lines. And I'm going to save it to Designs. I'm going to save it as a JPEG. Save. Now it's telling me all the layers are going to be merged. So I think what I'll do is I'll cancel that. I will save it in a way where I can keep the layers first. Heron, Lines, Designs, let's save it as a TIFF. Save. Now we'll do it again as a JPEG. I'll save as designs JPEG. So, okay, so we don't mind about them being merged now. So the next thing I'm going to do is open this design in Rapid Resizer. So what I do now is I colour in my design using Rapid Resizer. I haven't put that up on this video simply because there are other videos showing you how to colour in using Rapid Resizer, so it would just be duplicating what I've shown you before. But do check that out, it's very interesting and it's really quite a useful program. So thank you for watching, and please like, comment and subscribe.